Save yourself some cash, make it yourself. Oh. All right guys, we're back with another build. Check this out. I'm gonna build a SAKA, right? Self-adjusting knee ascender. They go for about 130 bucks or so. I'm making one out of this chest ascender. Really inexpensive chest ascender. It's from Epic Peak. It is CE certified. Of course, this isn't life safety, so I'm not concerned too much about the quality to a point, right? It does have a lock, which is cool, right? Locks in place. I've taken this strap from a Home Depot, basically cinch down strap. It has, let me show you the piece. So this is the piece it came from. It's a Husky, you basically press. So you have the webbing going through here and you can pull it and cinch down. I took it off and it already had a stitched eye at the end. I wrapped it through itself. I made sure that this was on the back side, not on the front side, right? As I pulled it through. Then came through here, right? And then I've tied an overhand knot at the bottom. I'm gonna be covering these overhand knots in some of this stuff, right? It's 1-inch clear heat shrink tubing. That's what I'm gonna be covering these in, because these overhand knots with webbing, they can come loose. It's better to do a water knot with webbing. So I'll be covering those with heat shrink. I bought this tube of 3/8 PEX B tubing at Walmart or Home Depot, and I'll be using that on the back side. So I'll be shrinking the tubing along with the rest of the webbing to keep it in place. So this will essentially, I'll be bringing the tubing up through here on the back side. I'll put heat shrink here. I'll heat shrink this, and then obviously cut the tubing. I also bought at an Ace Hardware this bungee cord. It's really, I'm trying to give you a diameter. 1/4 inch, right? 1/4 inch bungee. This isn't cheap bungee. It's quite thick. It didn't have like a name when I, it's just on a spool, but 1/4 inch bungee, which will feed through the tubing. I'll show you the product afterwards. Super simple. Probably all in, I think I spent 20 bucks on this. I've got $2 in the tubing, probably a couple of bucks in here in the bungee, and then 10 bucks in the webbing, and then another 14 bucks in this. I really won't count this too much. Let's say a couple of dollars, because it was $14, but it was 12 feet, right? And I use it for when I stitch rope and stuff. So check it out. I hope you enjoy it. Also wanted to show you this piece of webbing. It's the other half of that strap from Husky. It had a small stitched eye at the end. I looped it around this ring. This ring will hold 200 pounds. I weigh 200 pounds. So what I'm ending up doing is I bought this shackle for $4. This holds 1,200 pounds, more than enough. And basically brought the strap back around and then tied another water knot, which again I'll cover in heat shrink. So this will be for my foot. The other thing I did, because I don't have Arbor's shoes, right? Those are mega expensive. I bought this little tiny D-ring, okay, little snap ring, and I'll just put it on the foot strap. So when I put this on my foot, I'll just clip this to my lace so that it doesn't slide out from underneath me. I've already tested that, it works good. So, and then I'll connect the two together, right? The bottom loop of the SAKA that I'm making with that D-link. Here we go. Okay guys, here it is. I cannot wait to get this on the line. I'll bring it in close. Right? So I put a piece here, then there's a space so that it can go around the front of the ascender, then again continues down. Stiff as a board. Honestly, I'll let you know what it does on the line, but this looks like it's going to be fantastic. So next we've got our foot ascender, which will take me just a couple of seconds to zip these, or heat shrink these with tubing. We should be ready to rock. All right guys, here it is, complete. I don't like this, but it'll work in a pinch. I'm gonna get a better foot loop. This will work. I made it just a smidge too long, probably by about 2 inches, but that's okay. I made up for it by just hooking the D-link instead of to the loop, just right onto the fabric itself, or to the loop itself. Here's the shackle that I'm using. All right, stainless steel. That'll hook to the hitch climber pulley or to the chest harness, however. I did leave some room for adjustment. Just did a double overhand knot here. I think it's called a fisherman's knot. Right, holds at the bottom. Gives you full, and I've got like almost 24 inches there. So we'll see it in action. America. Check it out. So I have my SAKA that I made, or HAAS. This is not my normal climbing gear for trees anyway. I need a better foot ascender. The one that I have is crap. But anyway, works well. But like I said, I need to be able to see if I can do it without. Probably not.
Okay, so real quick, let me be clear. It was lunchtime. Just trying to get the proof of concept video to show you guys. I didn't have my real climbing harness on. I didn't have my chest harness on. I should have put some weight on that rope so that my foot ascender would have worked properly on my left foot. But just wanted to give it a try just to see if it would work. I think the video shows you the idea. Hope that you guys take it and run with it, make adjustments to it, give me some feedback. Would love to hear it. But ideally it does work. I do need a better foot ascender. I've got my eye on a CMI foot ascender that has a lock on it, which is much better than what I've got. The one I've got is a cheapo. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it.
Now, can't do it and show you at the same time. I don't have my buddy's GoPro on. But anyhow, it is working. I think the left foot ascender, if it was a good one, a real one, it would be much better. So, proof of concept does work. I was able to make it up, I don't know, 10, 15 feet with no real problem. So it does work, and the foot loop works as well. So it's a cheap way of doing it, but it is functional. So hope this helps. Save yourself some cash, make it yourself. Oh.